the Diggle moment, that no one saw that coming. Like, oh my goodness, that was a nice surprise. And to see him interact with the Reverse Flash, we hadn't had a scene with like since season one. Excellent.
It was. I think so. I love that the core of this episode, which I don't think they sort of revealed it until towards the end, was love.
Mm-hmm.
And the power of love and what it can help you overcome. Like for Diggle, it was him deciding not to be Green Lantern, which I know some people are gonna be like upset that he's not going to be, but I think it did service his character for them to tie up his story like that. In the Arrowverse where he chose his family, because everyone knows you have to give them up, like
Mm-hmm.
because you now I will say I am not a Green Lantern expert, but just to ask you, Michael, you do, once you adopt the mantle, you're flying all across the universe. There's no time to have a family, correct?
Yeah, you're part of the Green Lantern Corps. So there's loads of Green Lanterns all over the universe that you're sent out in assignments to protect different planets and all and whatnot. There are multiple different Green Lanterns. We know Ryan Reynolds played. Why is his name escaping me? I'm delete this because I should know that. We know Ryan Reynolds played Hal Jordan. There, we'll insert this version instead. We know Ryan Reynolds played the Hal Jordan version. We thought John Diggle was being set up to play the John Stewart version because I think his family's married into General Stewart's family. So there's your connection, John Diggle Stewart. And I'm conflicted about that because Arrow ended teasing that he was finally going to become the Green Lantern. He picked up the box. Then David Ramsey signed that deal that allowed him to appear in episodes of Batwoman, Supergirl, Legends, Superman at Lois, and The Flash. And across every single one of those, except Legends and Superman at Lois, it furthered that arc. He had the headaches on The Flash. On Batwoman, he was in a hospital in Gotham City trying to get the headaches looked at. On Supergirl, that was for a different story, but he did say Worlds Await, which is a Green Lantern reference. They've been building this story across the Arrowverse for the last 2 years, only to turn around and have him deny it instead. It's great and it would have worked fine in a show itself, but I feel like they invested far too much time in the story just to say, yeah, we're not going to do that in the end. And I think now this suggests that they're pivoting into the Just As You direction because John Diggle can't be Green Lantern and lead a school of superpowered individuals at the same time. So I feel like that the Green Lantern thing was decided at a different time and they've decided to move into the Just As You thing. So the Flash episode last night was him finally choosing against Green Lantern so that he could go choose his family and then go in the Just As You direction. I'm conflicted about it. It makes sense for the character, but because they decided to tell the story across 6 different shows, just to pull the rug out from under us 2 years later and say, yeah, we're not going in that direction, feels like a little bit of a letdown for me.
See, when you put it like that, I understand. I think for as a fan of the Arrowverse who did not watch all of the shows, or continued all of the shows, I've seen the hopping, but I haven't seen it in the way that you have. So for me, it didn't feel like a 2 year journey. It felt like I remember them talking about it in 2020. It came up in some of the episodes that they've aired so far in other Arrowverse shows. And oh, now he's made his decision. But if you have been on the 2 year journey with him, and then they're like, we're not gonna go in the Green Lantern direction. So sorry, you guys. It would be a letdown. I do think though, with it being a letdown, at least the way that they tied it up was good story. Like it
Mhm.
made sense for him. And the fact that they managed to squeeze that into what, 5 minutes of screen time and it
Yeah.
still be compelling, just spoke to like the skill of the writing for this episode.